For the end product of this project, you need your 2 pieces of paper with the shapes on it colored in. You need some type of glue. I am using Mod Podge because I don't have a glue stick. A glue stick works, or even the glue from the paper mache project. Tape and scissors, and then some cardboard, and we're gonna get started. I have my scissors ready and my 2 papers with my shapes, and I'm gonna start cutting them out. So it's going to be up to you how you cut these out, if you would want to cut on the lines and then maybe cut here, or maybe you cut out a full circle. It's going to be totally up to you. So this part, you decide how you're going to cut this up. Maybe you have areas that stay together. So maybe this is one whole piece, or maybe this is 3 totally separate pieces. It's totally up to you. But you need to have some type of, you need to have separate pieces so that you can do some layering. Now that you have all the pieces cut out, start arranging them and composing them in an interesting way. So I have all of these shapes, and we're gonna get ready to make this 3-dimensional. You wanna be thinking about balance. You want a balanced artwork, so visually balanced. There's nothing too heavy, on one side or on the top or on the bottom. You want it to be very unified. Maybe no areas that really are emphasized. It's all kind of one unified piece, and it's balanced. So just kind of start laying it out in interesting ways. You can, flip things around, just try different things and find something that is interesting to you. We are going to start making our flat image here into a 3D sculpture. So I have a piece of a cereal box. It's the side of it, so it looks 3D. I have the glue, if you have a glue stick, or you could even use the paper mache glue with a brush. A glue stick might be the easiest, and I also have tape because this might be easy as well for some of it. So I'll show you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start from the forefront, so the thing in front. I have this piece right here, and if your piece isn't exactly how you originally laid it out when you're done, that's okay. I have this, I cut down this piece of cardboard, and it has these 2 little flaps like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto the cardboard. So I'll take a little bit of my glue here. Again, you can use a glue stick. This is just what I have. I really thought I had a glue stick at my house, but I don't. So then I'm going to lay that on there. And just hold that for a second. Even when you have a glue stick, you'll want to do this. Okay. And now we have these little flaps, and this is what's going to lift it off of the flat page. So this is going to help give us some height, some dimension on our sculpture. Now, this is the part where personally you could use glue, but personally I think tape might be easier. As long as you can't see the tape, I think it's okay to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape these 2 flaps right here. I'm going to tape them down right here where I have this to be laid out. So one piece of tape connected to this on here, and then over here as well. So I'll just tape that down. Just for a clearer view, I put a piece of tape on that little flap, and then I'm just going to make sure this is set up how I want, and I'm going to lay it down onto that paper, just like that. So you can barely see my tape, and it's coming off of the page. I discovered another option. I created this out of 3 pieces of cardboard. It looks kind of like an eye. So I taped all of these pieces together, and what I'm gonna do, and what I plan to do, is I will set it down on the paper like this, so it'll kind of be able to stand on its own. But I'll tape that down to the main shape, and then this shape, which is gonna stick out, I will glue right there so that it is sitting on top of the main shape, giving it more dimension, kind of popping out from the paper just like that. So if you have different ways, you don't have to do it this way. You just want to create that depth and layering with your sculpture. Another really easy way to add dimension. So this one's really tall. This one's kind of a medium height coming off the base, and then this one's like more of a shorter, and you can see that 3D. Another really easy way just to create a little bit of dimension is I have big pieces of cardboard, so the thicker kind, compared to what I was using, the cereal box kind, and I cut these little pieces up. And you could, this is so easy, if you just set that on there and you put your shape on top of that little piece of cardboard, it creates just enough dimension. See, you can see it's coming off the page enough to create a shadow. And that's nice as well, to have a variety of height coming off of the base. I also put a little piece of cardboard right there where these two main base pieces meet, so that it gives it just a little dimension. I'll put a little glue on there, secure that on, and it just gives it, again, a little more three-dimensional look. When you are all finished with your sculpture, it would be neat to hang it up if you have the option. I'm hanging it on my fridge right now, and it's just neat because you can see the natural shadows casted by your sculpture, and it's just neat, and you can really see the dimension that is created from your sculpture. Take a picture straight on and then two different angles